things are different in foreign countries, and for people who are overweight and over in Thailand, they have shop names that are may be offensive if they had them in countries like USA, which they get sensitive over everything, and but over in Asia, it's not much of a big deal, and they understand the norm, and they don't charge anyone for it. So let's see. BB fat. Okay, that's the fat girls. Oh, if an American woman saw that, yeah, she would get very offended. Probably like Lizzo. Love calories. Well, we get the reference that people who like to eat a lot, but not in a healthy basis, and Asian body size versus uh, person who is a Westerner, their body size is like different, and it all depends on like what they eat and what. And in USA, they use a lot of like saturated fats, trans fat, and oily food. So that if you eat too much of in duration, you're going to like if you don't eat healthy, like you also eat vegetable, that you're going to like gain weight, and it's not healthy for you. If you contact your doctor, family doctor, and dietitian, yeah, they'll mention that. Okay, okay, that's surprising. Big as a cow. Thai fat. Fat cat. Like Garfield. BB fat. Fat as a pig. At least these names are like creative instead of like just using designer names, and but they rarely sell these big large sizes. So if you're like a big tall person, not because of like because you ate too much, it would like your genetics. You just happen to be tall, or you just happen to, and you just have to be bigger in size, and then you have to try to find your size, but and then you have to struggle like your shoe size is not so you can't really find those, and then you have to like go to like a certain shop like Shaquille O'Neal had like his shoe size is like very big, so people who are like big feet, they have to like go trying to find those, and people who are like really tall people just to get like a really big size shirt, and not like an average size that you could probably just find at your local clothing store or like a designer brand. And there have been people who have seen this, and who are American and USA, and they understand that this is all. They like the names, very creative. And if they were ever were in Thailand, they would try to shop at one of these places, wherever they can find, and they could probably find their size, whilst just some people they're acting offended and they don't get the point that it's a cultural difference because you don't really see an Asian person who happens to be obese or taller in size, and that is like rare thing to see. And it also depends on like what kind of food that the locals eat. So that is also a different thing that people need to understand, and that's why you might see different people from different cultures differently. Also, the fact that USA thinks they're self-centered and don't really pay attention on how other people live their own lives and think anything issue that they're dealing with, other countries have to accustom to their lives. And people need to just understand that just some countries they are different and they have different names for different things, and also they have different sizes, and they need to understand that. And just because your culture is different from another person's culture, you need to understand that. And it's not an offensive thing. Just what you haven't learned about, and something that you could also accustom to and adapt to, and maybe use for yourself.